guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is MetroJohnny, and today is a big episode because today we have something new on our Madden 20 subscriber league as we hop into year number 3. But before we start, we got to find out what happened in the off-season, what happened in the draft, and I have something new as well. The subscriber yearly awards that I made up myself. We're going to see who was the best subscribers in each category that I created. So I hope you guys enjoy this type of episode, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and make sure to comment down below what you think about the series and if you're excited. So right off the rip, Jalen Dalton has been released by the Minnesota Vikings. They pulled the plug on the Dalton era out in Minnesota. And guess what? The Cleveland Browns did not waste any time snatching him up. Even though they had a subscriber quarterback, Logan Dean, I guess they didn't feel like Logan Dean was the man. And they have now paid big money to Jalen Dalton. And I'll show you guys the contract. Look at that. Jalen Dalton is going to Cleveland, and he is there to stay. 5-year deal worth $83.7 million. Wow. Next up, we got to take a look at the subscriber Casey Woods, who a lot of people didn't know it was actually drafted by the San Diego Chargers. He was a second string for so far of his whole career under subscriber Rylan Brown. Guess what? The Chargers cut the plug for their second string quarterback Casey Woods, and Minnesota picks him up. Obviously, they need a quarterback. They just got rid of their quarterback Jalen Dalton. This is a chance for Casey Woods to have a breakout year. He will be starting for Minnesota in this next year coming up. So next up, we are talking about Christopher Jackson, the wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts, for his first 2 years ever, and he showed nothing but progression, getting better. Well, guess what? They let him go. The Raiders did not waste any time signing him to a 4-year deal worth $38.8 million. And guys, this Raiders team looks very good. The Raiders have made a lot of big moves this season or this offseason, and you guys will get to see a lot more of the moves that they made. Not just this one, but there's some more. So you'll get to see those. But the Raiders, keep your eyes out for them. They look good. Jamie Bell was the first subscriber to go in the draft. Their quarterback. He was the best quarterback by far in the NFL draft. And this is one of the biggest pickups that Oakland could have done. But they didn't stop there. They also picked up subscriber Caden Blair out of the draft, who is a beast of a left outside linebacker, building in a place that Raiders really need to build in. So that's a smart pick. Next up, Brandon China, halfback, running back. The Patriots grab another subscriber running back. They have 2 now on their team, and they're really looking to increase that run game with this pick right here. He's a good running back. Next up, Baltimore Ravens, Angel Smith, one wide receiver out of the 2 that went in this year. He's got a rival subscriber who he's going to be going up against. I'm sure these 2 are going to be battling it out to see who's the better wide receiver. And he will be going up against none other than Brandon Allen. There you are, my man. You got drafted by Green Bay. The Green Bay Packers, as a matter of fact, you have a subscriber quarterback on your team who got drafted last year who had a really good rookie season. And his name was Steve. Wait, what was his name? I can't even remember. All I know is he did really good, and I think his first name is Steve. I'll have to look, but he had actually really good numbers. So that should be a good duo there. I can't wait to see all of you guys on the field, and let's see who is all about it. Next up, the subscriber awards. And the award goes to Drayton Glendening. He was an amazing quarterback this year. The reason he gets it is because, 1, look at that passer rating. He had the best passer rating. 2, he had the best ratio of touchdowns to his interceptions. He didn't have the most passing touchdowns. He was but he was like right there with it. So he wins that award. Next up, Best Rusher Award goes to Caleb Goins. Congratulations, Miami, snatching up an award. I love it. This man right here had the most rushing yards out of all the subscribers. He had the most it was a close call. Zach Keister almost passes him, but Caleb Goins snatches it and gets the better hand over Zach Keister to win the award. Congratulations, Caleb Goins. Next up, the Best Protector Award goes to, once again, another Miami Dolphin, Christian Green. This man only gave up 1 sack last year. And since we didn't do this last year, I had to give it to him because he only gave up 4 this year as well. So the Pressure Award, which is the opposite, how many sacks can you get type of award, it goes to Jay Taylor, a man we haven't really even heard of. This man had 14.5 sacks. He broke his own personal record of his long career, finally getting double digits, and he does it in big fashion. Best Secondary Award goes to Jake. 98 overall. Also, guys, he bumped up his overall because he had a phenomenal year, but he gets the award because 85 tackles for a strong safety is amazing. He had 1.5 sacks and 3 interceptions. Next up, Catcher's Award. Tyler Hibbenson, the best wide receiver out of all the subscribers, and it's a big contest. There's a lot of wide receiver subscribers, but you can see he had the most yards out of all the subscribers with 1,164 yards, and he got into the end zone 6 times, beaten. He just improved compared to his last year. So there it is. Now moving on to another new category, my 3 teams to watch for next season, teams I think are going to be deadly in the playoffs, and that's number 1, Oakland Raiders. They've added finally a franchise quarterback. They have 2 subscriber running backs who are dominating and are going to continue to dominate, in my opinion. And then, of course, they have Zypher Daniels and Christopher Jackson, 2 beast wide receivers, and that's why they're number 1. Number 2, Bears, and I kind of wanted to put the Bears first, but they did kind of struggle. They're the same team that we all know and love. I mean, they're dominating, but for some reason they didn't make it last year, and they had the same exact team. So that's why I put them at number 2 for my to watch list. But you always got to watch the Bears. They're deadly. We know that. And I think they're going to bounce back this year with anger. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how far they go, though. Next up in my last and final team is the Philadelphia Eagles, and the reason I have them as number 3 because right here Tyreek Whitehead, he's one of the best leaders I've ever seen in the series so far. You got Joshua McDonough, he's only growing and getting better each season. Floyd Jones and Greg Gaines are among the top best wide receivers altogether, and that's why you got to watch out for the Eagles. I just hope that their defense can get it together. So there it is, guys. That is the episode. You guys let me know how you liked this episode. It took me a minute to edit. It actually took me a while to edit, but it was a fun little twist to the series, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, I do want to update you guys, or at least let you know, all these awards, if you were wondering, so like for that best secondary award, I feel like I have to say it. When I say secondary, that also includes like middle linebackers as well, and like right outside linebacker stuff, just because they could win that award if they have a lot of interceptions and a lot of tackles. I've actually seen on the Madden stats where a linebacker has more interceptions than a cornerback, so they can still win that award as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.